Hello. Oh my god. Good evening. Hang on. I just got back from my trip to York, and this is why it's the best city in the UK. My train departs in approximately 50 minutes. I kind of want to get some lunch before my train departs. Just like that, we are in York. I am feeling shattered. I definitely need a shower, a recharge, and then we're out tonight. So yeah, nice to be back in the city where I studied. And here we are, this is the room. That's hello bathroom, hello me, hello bed. See what the view looks like. There's a bus to Leeds. It's always good, just in case I change my mind about coming to York. Oh shit! There we go. No, I don't want to do any of that. Oh, let's get off this coat. There we go. Journey completed. This isn't supposed to be a rocking chair, but it doesn't seem to be. Still, I hate it when people eat on trains. You may be asking, why are you in York? Good question. Essentially, I'm back this time with my family to watch the football. My home team Dagenham is playing York, who I used to watch a lot. So I like to watch those matches. But I thought it was a good opportunity for me to see friends of mine in York. Very happy, very good. All is good. Happy Max. I'm gonna have a shower, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna cleanse myself. And we'll see where the night takes us, to be honest. Lewis gave me this on entrance. Little did I know I'm an expert. I know all this stuff. Don't need this. Unless it has some good suggestions with it. Anyway, I need to get on with my day. Get myself sorted and unpacked and clean. Good morning. Good morning, currently 11:21, and yeah, I woke up about 10 minutes ago. I had a really good night last night. Saw some friends, went out to some places that I love, and also some places I've never been to before. I had a really good time. Forget York prices are very similar to London prices. They're quite expensive, but still had a good night. Really good night. So I had to sleep in. But today, football day, and yeah, one of my other friends is coming into town, so I want to go get some breakfast and get a coffee and chill out. Yeah, should be fun. Drivers last night, Micklegate Social. Very, very good. Good cocktails. I'm starving. That is the River Ouse behind me. It's supposed to be one of the most deadliest rivers to jump in, or something like that. Just because of the amount of bodies that have been put in there. Because of York's very renowned for its witches, they should just put them all in the river. Don't jump in the Ouse was kind of the tagline at university, which I think's fair enough. I wouldn't jump in it personally. Currently in the York Shambles, which is kind of, I don't know, one of the landmarks in York. Essentially, people say this inspired J.K. Rowling about Diagon Alley. One thing I would suggest is come down the Shambles 2 a.m. Here we are at the York Minster, which is the crown jewel in York. If you do come to go inside, it's free if you have a York postcode. Don't tell them I told you that. Or it's a tenner to get in. But it's actually pretty good. There's not too much to do inside. Once you've kind of done one cathedral, you've kind of done them all. But this one's actually quite nice. And also, it is really impressive. Well, I think so anyway. It weighs the same as, I think it's 66 jumbo jets, 67 jumbo jets. It's very heavy, apparently. I don't know why I know that fact. That one stuck with me. Also, the Minster has its own police force. Do police things, I guess. Oh, also, this street I'm going down now is actually the windiest street in Europe. Yeah. Another fact about York is York has the highest density of churches per square mile. I believe there's 55 churches in the city, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Also has the densest amount of pubs per square mile. It's 365 pubs in the city, which is believable as well, and also kind of crazy. I think there's a correlation between the two. Yeah, York's just got it all, to be honest. Don't beat around the bush, it's just really good. But I'm just about to walk to, this is actually on the record, David Attenborough's favourite cafe, which is the spot I'm going to now. It's called Brew and Brownie. Kind of a frequent stop for me, I guess, at uni. Just good coffee, good food. Looking forward to it. There's right here, Brew and Brownie. Does look like there's a queue. Literally just dropped my pastry that I just bought. That was so bad. Anyway, I'm back at the station. Don't worry, I'm not leaving yet. I'm actually meeting Josh here. Thought I'd be a good friend. Oh no. Oh, poor little thing. It's all squished. But they say coffee and chocolate muffin. I can't believe I've done that. Do you want this?
What is it?
It's a box, and I already ate the muffin. How are you, Joshy?
I'm good. I got a parking fine, so I just need to pay that.
You got a parking fine? How much? 60 quid.
You're going to wait.
No.
We're going to see York City versus Dagenham and Redbridge.
What's the score prediction?
I think it's going to be 2-2.
We're at the LNER Community Stadium. Well, the only stadium I know that has a Cineworld connected to it, and a Hollywood Bowl is the regular. You can get a Fanta Frozen and bring it into the ground just on the way around to the away end. I think it should be an alright match. A football amp stall.
Yeah, it's a bit watery. We had sort of the head as well. Max more head than me, obviously. It's alright. It's cold. It's a nice temperature, but it's also freezing out today.
Schooner scorer.
I'll give it a 6.
Thoughts on the LNER Community Stadium?
Yeah, it's good. Probably nicest National League stadium I've been to.
How many National League stadiums have you been to?
This is my first. That's Tim Bob.
Go on. You missed the ball! Josh, what was the score?
It was 2-1, not to us.
2-1 to your controversial late penalty decision. Spencer's conceding in the 91st minute. Bit of a shame. Now it's time to walk back and get ready to go out for night number 2. Heading home now, Josh.
Yeah, man.
It's a nice sunny day in York actually today. Very surprising. Walking Josh back to the station now. Train to him. To be honest, if Josh did stay for another day, we would probably just do what we did yesterday, just go to the pub. Because we come here so often, like it's not like we're missing out too much. But what time's your train? 11:30?
Yeah, I've got 25 minutes, so I'll find my station, get a coffee.
Yeah.
Head home.
Then it's me walking around York, probably just do a bit of shopping. York is kind of known as the most haunted city in the UK, and I feel like it's kind of a weird one for me when I walk around York. I almost feel like my ghosts there are like my previous self almost. York's not massive, and you find yourself walking home the same way or going to the same places and seeing the same things, and you relive a lot of your fantastic memories of, when you're a student. When you go back to a place like York, you see a lot of memories come back, and it's almost like you're visiting your ghosts of your previous self in that environment. Kind of nice. A bit sometimes can feel a bit like daunting. It makes you really understand how time has passed. It's nice to visit somewhere, and I feel like I'm not trying to compete with those memories. That's little old Max, but it's time to make some new memories. And that's what I like about visiting new places and seeing new faces, and also seeing some old faces in some new places. And yeah, York has something a bit special about it in that degree. Everyone's just so friendly that you're bound to walk away with another fantastic story. So Josh dropped Josh off at the train station, York City, and I'm now walking the walls of York, which is something I love to do whenever I come back. Mainly because you probably get the best view of the York Minster, which is behind me. The wall split into 3 different parts. Some are over the other side of the Ouse. There's 2 sections this side. As I said, the views are just amazing, and probably the best angle to see the Minster from. Just a really lovely day, if I'm being honest. It's kind of weird being back. Look at that. It's weird being back in York because obviously this is where I almost feel like I've grown up. So I have a lot of memories connected to this city. I mean, yeah, that's just the views. Such Minster bells ringing. Did my graduation drinks probably about a year and 6 months ago. And now, what once was a lovely bar is Fish and Forest. Yeah, it's weird how things change. Yeah, Josh, who I was with, said something very interesting last night. He said you can go back to the places where you have good memories, but the people you had those memories with aren't waiting for you. Really is very wise for someone who I don't think it's very wise. He's right here. The people I was with aren't here, which is a shame, because this was a really good spot. Yeah, strange. That's not just a thing with York, I think that's with everywhere. That's what I love about York, is all these little cut-throughs and passages, little secrets throughout York. To be honest, most of the time you find by accident. Like this place here, Barley Hall, is a secret little passageway. And things like this are just common in York. I'm now walking down one of my favourite streets in York called Fossgate. This is Fossgate, but behind me is a street called Whitmer-Watmergate, and that looks like this. The interesting thing about Whitmer-Watmergate is that it's the largest street name to street length ratio. That's a fun fact. I was going to get a picture of the sign, but there's people sitting in front of it. Clearly don't know the relevance of how interesting that is. Yeah, there we go. Just finished day of meeting with some friends. Lovely coffee at this place called Drift Inn, which is actually where I went for my first ever guest coffee in York. It's like just as you get into town, so it's quite nice, you know, visiting somewhere where I try and come every time I visit. Did a bit more shopping, probably spent a bit too much money on clothes that I probably don't need. Yeah, it's time to head home, and yeah, there's pub quiz time with the family. I always feel like when you visit places like this, it's like The World's End by English director Edgar Wright. You gotta kind of stop trying to force the old times, and you know, those memories are kind of gone, and whatever you do, you just can't get them back, even though how similar it feels. But York, it's just a great city. That was my trip to York, which I think is the best city in the UK, mainly because it's safe, it's fun, it's cheaper than London, it's easy to get to, and the people are fantastic, and the food's really good. If you're thinking about studying there as well, I would highly suggest it. This has been the Roadshow with me, this guy, Max Roach. Goodbye.